That light fell and broke early this winter, and I haven't felt like getting up there to fix it, but I would like to have that working because it's a dark walk up to the house. Hey, George! Don't do that, George. George! George! George, let go. That's an interesting problem.
Dig Drive DIY!
In late May or early April, we get a couple days in a row that let us know that winter won't last forever. The birds start chirping again, there's a tinge of green in the grass, and many a spirited homeowner, donned with just a hoodie, feel compelled to get out there to tackle that outdoor to-do list. That is spring fever. But spring fever isn't just a condition of the adult. Matter of fact, the children might even have it worse. I like to call this opportunity of youthful, willing ambition spring training. And since our twin daughters were old enough to stand upright, we've been trying to get them acquainted with all things that go along with country living by getting them outside on those first warm days in the spring. So before there were softball practices and after-school activities, we had the kind of time on our hands that made us want to have a large backyard garden. I worked up a nice-sized area of some of our best grass, and for half a decade or so, we maintained a really nice vegetable garden. This was a great opportunity for spring training, and the girls really seemed to take to it.
Yay! I'm gonna go look some more.
Push down on it, Eva.
Why?
No, grab a hold of it right here with this hand,
Daddy, I think
and then push down towards the ground. Push it down. There, you got it.
I got a piece of corn.
The large garden yielded some great harvests, but as life began to get busy and more wildlife and weather began to help themselves to our garden, we decided to downsize. We installed a much smaller raised flower bed where we could plant a few tomatoes and strawberry plants to go along with the posies, and that was easily manageable for several more years. But last fall, we removed the flower bed to make way for a total backyard transformation project, which is yet to be started, so hang tight for that. Which brings us to this year and our next installment of spring training. Okay, we went from a garden to a little garden bed next to the swing set, and now we're getting smaller. Next year we're just going to have a pot for each of them, right? From the bottom? Oh, that's when it tells that it's got water in there. Oh, clever. So cute. This isn't a paid advertisement. We bought these from Menards online, and Kara is ticked because one of them is cracked and broken. They didn't have any replacements at our local Menards, so now she's upset. So if the president of the Menards happens to see this, maybe give us a little incentive to purchase at Menards the next time, because this one's, I'm gonna have to fix it up. So do you like them?
I do. I think they'd be better if they had wheels.
We need wheels. We need some wheels.
You want to be able to move them in and out during the storm? They will be heavy once they get dirt in them. Back to Menards. We'll see if we can make this work. Because if Mama wants to put her planter box in at night, then that's what Mama gets. planter boxes are ready for dirt. We're gonna go, you wanna put some dirt in? We gotta carry them across stones.
Oh, do we need to see what they're gonna look like? So which side is yours gonna be on? So I thought you could each have your own little watering can and then do like a little pot of flowers down on the bottom.
You know those things that we saw?
Yeah, it was very wet.
What is it?
It's a wormy. Did I kill it? Oh, it's still alive. You like your new home?
All right, so the reason for the wheels is because when the weather gets really bad, super windy, or if there's a risk of frost, we want to be able to wheel them inside of our block building here. But there's a problem with that, because now that they're full of dirt and they're heavy, this ledge becomes more of a problem. Stuff all goes in. Say, George. So UPS, Amazon, and United States Postal Service drivers are all very familiar with our place from the number of packages that show up here. But probably one of the coolest things that we've received are these here from one of our favorite viewers. So these birdhouses are from Sassafras Valley. He leaves some of the best comments. He's been one of the most longtime dedicated viewers. And he just so happens to have a YouTube channel himself. And he's got a couple really detailed videos on how he built these birdhouses. He goes into detail on how this one works with the squirrel guard out of Lexan. And he uses a horseshoe nail to hold the front door shut. So you can check out how he built these and all of his research and expertise that went into making these. So thanks a lot, Dave, for these. We're a little bit behind on getting them mounted, but it's still early spring, 1st of April. So we're gonna see if we can get these hung up and maybe get some bluebirds and some wrens to come visit us this year. So Dave says bluebird houses do best about 5 to 6 feet from the ground. Locate them along a fence row or a roadway, as they prefer to be along a natural flyway. Ella's holding up the birdhouse and Eva's gonna screw that in.
Just a tiny bit taller.
There it goes.
Going.
Good. Keep going. There's a little horseshoe nail right here. You pull that up to clean it out. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go hang the wren house. Dave says that wren houses are best hung below a soffit and that theirs is below the kitchen window. You may want to suspend it from an overhang of a lean-to. So this would be a nice place to have it, I think, right here under this, right along the blockhouse. You see that little mark I put in there? Yeah, right there. You get that lined up. Okay, now tilt it and you want to drill it this way, like that. There you go. There you go. Now run the drill and pull it back out.
Run the drill and pull out.
There you go. Is that a lot of work? Sideways. Like that right there. Now you can hook your little wren house on there. There you go. Look at that. Nice. All right, I think that's going to be a nice place for the birdhouse. Now they just need a place to go swimming. Let's get their swimming pool done. Whoa, don't lose that. All right, so we've got our bluebird house and our wren house put up. I want to say thanks again to Dave at Sassafras Valley. He's been a great supporter of Dig Drive DIY since very early on. And I noticed he's got about 830, 840 subscribers. So go over there and check out Sassafras Valley and tell him I said hi.
I didn't even see it.
I wondered.
So what'd you name your bunny?
Esther the Easter Bunny.
Esther. Well, we've had a really good time with Esther today, but it's time that she went back to her family for Easter. We figured out where she came from, and so we're going to put her back with her mommy. But we want to thank you so much for joining us. Hope
And
that
if we're lucky, we'll see you guys in the next one.
yeah, that'll work. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Easter. Well, would you look at this? I still didn't get that light fixed, and it's still dark. Guess it's a project for another day. Thanks for watching.